Well, hello my little beauties, it's David Connolly here, the web developer extraordinaire. And today I have a little thought experiment for you folks. Now it's a little bit abstract and I hope I don't lose anyone here, but it's kind of a thought experiment that goes like this, right? The very fact, here comes the good news by the way, the very fact that you are here means that you have an above average IQ. Congratulations. Because the very fact that you are into web development, or even at least curious about web development, that immediately puts you in that very special category of high IQ person. Isn't that a cool thing? And one of the privileges that you have as a high IQ person is you get to choose what you're going to do. You can choose what to learn, and you can choose what you're going to do with your time, you know. And you, with your incredible high IQ, could have become a plumber, a lawyer, a doctor, a jet engine designer, or maybe just some dude who goes around with a bouncy castle charging 50 pence a go at the local fete. The point is, you have choices. And today, I have a little thought experiment. The thought experiment goes like this. What if, instead of becoming interested in web development, you had decided, just through some random thing, that actually, I'm going to get into cryptocurrency. That's what I'm going to do. So today, I'm inviting you to go on a little journey in your mind. And I'm asking the question, how would your life have turned out if instead of getting into web development, you had instead decided to focus on cryptocurrency? That was going to be your thing, okay? What do you think you'd be living like? How would your life be today? Well, I think I may have some idea of what the answer is. Check this out. This is a YouTube channel that I started following about a year ago, and it's called Digital Gold, and it's basically just a guy, I'm probably going to have an advert, but it's basically just a guy in his bedroom, and he has a couple of computers and whatnot. Here he is here. Sometimes he invites his friends over, and what they do is they mine cryptocurrencies. Here he's having a little conversation, and that's the guy's vibe, you know. He's into graphics cards and stuff like that, and he sometimes talks about how he mines various currencies and whatnot, and it's just a guy in his bedroom. And I just, like I say, I discovered this channel about a year ago, and you can see the vibe, you know. Just a guy in his room. And there you go. Now, I've already ruined the surprise, because if I scroll up, how do you think he's doing? Let's say a year later. How do you think life is for that guy a year later? Let me show you.
What's behind this? What is that?
Oh my goodness!
Look at this!
Look at this place!
What? Where are we?
We got it! We got it! Amazing! What? You guys have given us the ability to move into something this big!
Woo!
Isn't this crazy? Let's go all the way back.
All the way back, all the way back, all the way back. We're backing up, backing up, backing up, backing up, backing up.
Look how big this is!
Come all the way.
Alright man, I'm going to turn this down. You can check this out. But the point is, here they are a year later, and the guy has gone from just being in his bedroom to being in this pretty big warehouse. And that was in March, by the way. Since then, it's just gone insane. They've now got an RV in there. They've got a big, look at this, just a few days ago, they had a big transistor thing, I've got an advert here, that they needed to have fitted. Have a look at this. Look at the size of this thing, because they were using up so much power. And the guy is absolutely kicking it. Look at the data. Well, I'll show you. Let me just see if I can find a good shot. Like, look at this. This is his warehouse. Look at this. Each of these is a computer mining bitcoins. Actually, other coins as well. But this is his new warehouse. You know. And he hasn't said how much he's making yet, but you don't have to be a genius to do some kind of calculation anyway and realise that he is now a multi-millionaire. And he has gone from guy in bedroom to his own factory. I mean, it's grown exponentially, this thing. And he has achieved all of that in just 1 year. Look at the size of the fans that they had to fit. I mean, that's a door, you know? And so the thing is just growing exponentially. And that's the vibe. 1 year. From bedroom to huge warehouse. Now, cryptocurrency is a little bit risky, as you know. So just to make sure everything is cool, he also has another business that he has going that kind of works with his warehouse, and that is that he allows people to invest in what's called rigs. That's these coin mining things, and he will have them running in his warehouse and look after them for a monthly fee. And this is his other business as well, so this gives him security, you know, on top of the fortunes that he makes from mining. Now, the funny thing about this is that I don't know if you know much about cryptocurrency. I don't know too much, to be honest. I have some Ethereum, but, you know, not much. But if you go to somewhere like Udemy, cryptocurrency, we can search and have a wee look, because there is no shortage of information and courses out there. All of the information you need is here. It's been here for a good few years, actually. It's all available, and there you go. Now, there's a special word to describe what I've just shown you, folks, as far as the cryptocurrency guy goes. There's a very special word, and the word is progress. Ladies and gentlemen, I've just shown you folks what progress looks like, and it has been a privilege over the last year or so to watch that guy go from just guy in a bedroom to where he is now. You know, I'm sure he said he's talking about having another floor fitted so that he can even double the amount of rigs that he has in his warehouse. It's incredible. That's progress, ladies and gentlemen. There you go. Progress. Now, I have a question. What progress have you made over the last year? Because let's face it, you never decided to get into cryptocurrency. To be honest, neither did I. No, we decided instead that we were going to go into web development. Yay! Alright, fair enough. I'm with you on this, right? What were we talking about a year ago as a community? What were we doing? What were you doing as an individual? You know, I would put money on it that it was pretty much the same stuff that we're doing today. When you think about web development, you know, go to Udemy. Go do a course. Pick any framework. Go buy a book. Go check out what people are doing. You will find that we as web developers spend about 80% of our time on CRUD. Learning about CRUD, doing CRUD, and sometimes rewriting CRUD. That, with my squint glasses, is what's taking up the vast majority of our time as developers. CRUD being create, read, update and delete, form validation and all of that stuff. Now, over the years, CRUD has changed. Sometimes CRUD does validation server side, sometimes client side, sometimes both. Sometimes we have validation errors up the top, sometimes on the form fields. I mean, it changes, but it's basically just CRUD. And as far as I can tell, we as a community are relearning and resolving problems that were solved 20 years ago. That's right. 20 years ago, we figured this stuff out. And whenever those new pointless framework rewrites come out, what do you see? I mean, you know, we see all the tutorials, and I'm not knocking the tutorials. I watch them and I enjoy them, and I wish those people well. But we go in and we relearn CRUD, you know, and then we hang about. This is what we're supposed to do as developers. We learn the CRUD and do the docs, and then we hang about, and then 6 months later, they release the new pointless version. So we go and learn how to do CRUD again and go and rewrite our stuff. Welcome to web development. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that is not progress. That is anti-progress. And, you know, I was so offended the other day. Somebody said in my Angular is bullshit video, somebody said that I was old-fashioned and struggling to keep up with change or something like that. And I said to the guy, I have over 40 Angular 5 tutorials on YouTube. Over 40. Trust me, ladies and gentlemen, this has nothing to do with struggling to keep up or understand or anything like that. The problem is that as individuals and as a community, we are not progressing. Nothing is changing. And that time that we spend relearning CRUD and rewriting and reading up on the new pointless framework, that's time that you could have spent building something. You could have built something that would change the frigging planet, but you never built that because you were too busy learning about some pointless rewrite. And what's worse, lately I have observed that over 60% of web development jobs are now making things like Agile and DevOps and test-driven development an essential requirement, and the number is going up all the time. The only person in the entire IT community who is speaking out about this is me. Who else? Who else? I was so grateful to have a comment from Traversy the other day. It's such a privilege to have people like that watch this channel. I love his channel. But I don't see him talking about this. I don't see Steph Mischuk talking about it. I don't see anybody talking about this. And by the way, I'm not knocking learning stuff. I think that's awesome. I enjoy learning new stuff. I think that's valuable. I think it makes you a stronger developer. It's fantastic. A couple of weeks ago, I did a Bash tutorial on Traversy. I don't know where I'm going to use that, but it was kind of good, you know, and I enjoyed it. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that, folks. I'm saying that the pointless rewrites and the management bureaucracy crap that is now hijacking this industry has to be challenged. Who's challenging it? Where are you guys? Hello? Coding phase? Hello? Oh, you hear that? Tumbleweeds. And I tell you folks, it's a very lonely place here, you know? I have an Alexa app over here behind me, one of those Alexa things from Amazon, and it may never happen, but I have this idea for building a voice activated. I get so hands sometimes when I type, and I had this idea that maybe I could build a voice activated web development suite, you know, which is, I mean, maybe I won't, maybe it won't happen, I don't know. And then as I was working on it, I figured, man, I wonder if there's like disabled people and stuff with really bad injuries who could get back into work or even start a business with this, and that would be kind of cool. And look, I don't know if it's going to happen, But the only reason I'm able to have those types of thoughts is because I'm off the train. I'm not doing the pointless rewrites crap. That bullshit has gone. And that's what I'm talking about. That's what this channel's about. And 1 year from now, I hope that we can all look back and enjoy the same kind of progress as Digital Gold, because as a community, I don't think we are moving forward, or as individuals. I'll catch you later.